Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I will be comparing the two formats of weekly planning. The first being the horizontal weekly with memo that can be found on the uber popular Hobonichi weeks. There's also a traveler's notebook insert with this layout and the vertical weekly layout, another popular planner layout found in the Hobonichi custom and the traveler's notebook insert that I have here today. I will be talking about the advantages and disadvantages of these layouts, my experience with using both of them as planners, and who I think can take advantage of these layouts to hopefully help you decide on your next planner purchase. Let's start with the horizontal layout. I started using the Hobonichi weeks towards the end of 2022 and used it as my daily planner for a while, maybe until like May, probably about May, and then I kind of fell out of love with it. I have videos going through both of these planners, but just very quickly if you've never seen them before. The Hobonichi weeks has a yearly layout, monthly layouts, the weeklies, which is what most people get this planner for, and the notes pages at the back. I'm gonna start with the advantage. With the layout, every weekly spread has a memo page, which is great for setting up habit trackers or anything else you track on a weekly basis. And maybe if you have tasks that do not really fall on a specific day, then you can write them here as well. The box lists obviously have a lot more horizontal space than the vertical layout, so it might be better for people who likes to write longer sentences. The days of the weeks stack down rather than next to each other, so depending on how you like to visualize your week, this might be an advantage. When I was using this planner, one of the things I like was being able to utilize this page for weekly habit trackers and writing down tasks. I still haven't decided on the day I'm going to tackle it, but I just know that I have to get it done that week. For the disadvantage, if you like writing lists that goes down, you won't have the space to do that here. I think what made me stop using it and fell out of love with it was that the limited vertical space, especially if you have many things to do on that day, and the Tomoe River paper kind of annoys me sometimes because if I write to the end of the box and immediately start writing on the next line, I will without a doubt smudge the ink on the previous line, and that kind of breaks my heart. But that's more of a paper issue and not really the layout issue. With the vertical weekly layout, I started using it as a summer journal, and I found myself really enjoying writing in the vertical boxes, so I decided to start using it as a planner as well. So this is kind of like a two-in-one system, and I just want to say that I really do love how this insert is turning out, both for the memory keeping and the planning side of things. The layout is very simple with a yearly layout at the front, then we go straight into the weekly layout, which has the days of the week at the top and time tracking along the sides of each box, which I surprisingly really love and find it super useful. This is an undated version, which essentially means that it does not have the dates written down at the top and you have to put that in by yourself. Advantages: the vertical space, perfect for people who likes writing lists. The time tracking down the side is very useful. If I have a meeting at a specific time, I can just write it down at that time block, and that helps me visualize my day so much better. Again, the daily boxes are stacked next to each other instead of going down, so again, depending on how you visualize your week, you might see that as either an advantage or disadvantage. This is the perfect layout for time blocking if you like to time block. For the disadvantage, if you have big handwriting, this might not be the best layout because of the limited horizontal space. You might not be able to fit that many words into a single line. There are many times while I was journaling that I had to cut my words short and continue them on the next line. It doesn't really bother me, but if it bothers you, then maybe do not go with this layout. Another disadvantage would be the lack of memo pages. If you need to write down just general notes and do not want them to go in the daily boxes, then there's not really a place to do that here. I mean, you can use the space down at the bottom and down the sides here, but that might not be enough for some people. So I think when deciding on the two layouts, the most important thing to think about is if you value horizontal or vertical space and how you visualize your week and day. Do you want the time tracking or do you want the memo page with every week? I don't know if it's the feeling of being in a new planning space, but I really am loving the vertical layout over the horizontal layout. I hope you found this useful, and if you liked the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate it so much, and I hope you're having a wonderful day or night. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!